The key phrase functionality in CheetahIQ is a powerful feature that allows you to deep dive your research to tailor it for your specific needs. To get started, all you have to do is type in a company, and then you can type in a key phrase here. You also have the option to just click search and then type the key phrase in this box. So we can try with something that's topical right now. So we'll start with COVID, type that in, click search, and then you can see there have been a few results. If you expect more results or you're surprised that there aren't more, try a variation of that key phrase. So the most obvious is coronavirus. Click search, and you're going to see a lot more hits on that. Now, this is the first lesson when using the key phrase box. Try variations of similar keywords. COVID, coronavirus, they mean essentially the exact same thing, but companies in their content are going to call them different. And CrowdStrike uses coronavirus more. I've seen other companies use COVID more. So the first thing to remember when you're doing any type of research is try variations of similar words. The next thing that you want to think about when you do your research is think about things like strategy and initiatives. Those can be really good ways to get a good understanding of the company and see what they care about. So every publicly traded company is going to talk about strategy in their documents. They'll probably talk about it in the earnings call, and it will almost always be in the 10K. So this is a really easy way to learn about their strategy pretty quickly. Another good one would be initiatives. So you can type that in. And if you've typed it in before, it will auto-populate, click search, and then you'll see all this information that's related to different initiatives. And depending on what box it's in, it will have kind of a different use case. Jobs might be a little bit different. It might be very specific to the departments, whereas 10Ks might be overall company initiatives. So for us, we also want to do research that's specific to my needs as someone who's a salesperson prospecting into a company like CrowdStrike. So I think about my value prop. I think about who we help. I think about the pains we solve, the problems we address. And so I would type in something like sales team, and then you're going to see all the results related to sales team. When you do your key phrase search that's specific to your company, think about your value prop, think about the problems you address, the pains you solve, that type of thing. That's going to allow you to get key phrases that are going to be much more tailored for your needs. And if you're having trouble thinking of key phrases, just go on your website and look at how marketing describes the company. Maybe look at some case studies to see what problems you've solved in the past. That can be a really easy way to come up with some key phrases. Another example would be going broad. So I'll give you an example here with Groupon. So with Groupon, say you sold something that related to mobile experience. You could type in mobile first just to see if there's any mentions to keep it really broad. And as you can see, there are a ton. We have 25 plus, 7 in the press. So what you want to do is you want to tailor it a little bit to your needs. So if you sell something related to mobile experience, type in mobile experience, and then you can see there aren't as many results, but it's much more specific. And if you look at these snippets, you can see there's some valuable information there. There's some valuable information here in the earnings transcript. And that's a really easy way to go broad and then more specific, which you can use for a variety of ways. So just some background information if you're preparing for a meeting, or if you want to personalize your outreach, think about the things that you address, the problems you solve, type those into the key phrase box, and you can help with that. So if you help improve mobile experience, put that in there. Those are some examples of how you use the key phrase box. It's almost limitless. Again, the advice that I have is think about things that are topical, try variations of those key phrases, think about your value prop and who you help, and then also think about things going from broad to very specific. So those are kind of the key takeaways. Another thing that you can do is you can type in, say, let's go back to CrowdStrike. So you can try tools. So say you help or you integrate with Salesforce, and you're just curious to see if they do that. You can type in Salesforce here. So we see SFDC, that's the abbreviation for Salesforce, or you can type in Salesforce, and we'll see if anything comes up. So yep, you can see the tools. So keep in mind, if you type in specific tools, they might come up in the job postings, and then you'll know that's really reliable. So this key phrase box, it has a lot of uses. You want to experiment with it. You want to think of things that are related to your value prop. Every company is going to call things a little bit different. So if something's not coming up, you want to try a variation on that. And there's a lot of uses. The more you play around with the key phrase box, the more you're going to find what works for you and where you can uncover new insights by deep diving this content using this powerful feature.